everyone, and welcome back to Faith in Flower. If you're new here, my name is Robin, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. This is by request. I've had lots of people ask me to do a video like this, and so today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite cleaning products and cleaning tools. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that today's video is not sponsored. These are all items that I actually use in our home, and therefore I can recommend them to you. I am affiliated with a couple of the companies that I'm going to be talking about products from, such as eCloth and Grove Collaborative. And all that means is that if you choose to use one of my links to buy any of these products, I will get a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay. So I want to thank you in advance for supporting my channel if you choose to use my links, and I will have as many of these down in the description box below as I can to make them easy for you to find. That being said, if you have another source for buying these products that is a better value for you or more convenient, by all means use that. I'm just trying to make these things easy for you to find. So I'm starting off here in the kitchen with the products that I use the most to clean most everything here in our kitchen. And so if you've watched me for any length of time, you'll know how much I love eCloth. And this is just a microfiber cloth from eCloth. This is their general purpose cloth. You just use this dampened with water to clean most any surface in your home. A lot of people have granite or silestone, corian, or even laminate countertops. These work fantastic for all of those, and because you're only using water, they're completely safe. So I love them because they're very economical. I don't have to buy products other than water. And because they're washable, they last a long time, so they're a great value. And I don't have to worry about introducing chemicals into our home, exposing my family or our pet to something that I wouldn't have to. So these are fantastic. And I mentioned countertops, but they are great for everything. For the stovetop, they remove grease really well, and there's nothing better than these on stainless steel. What you do is you just dampen this with some water, wipe the surface, and if you're using them on windows or stainless steel and you want to eliminate streaks, then just dry it with one of their window polishing cloths. When you dry stainless steel or windows with this, you will get a beautiful streak-free shine. And I have never used product on our stainless steel ever since discovering these. When we first bought our home, the people that lived here before us did use some sort of product on the stainless steel, and it created quite a bad buildup, and this eliminates that. So the buildup was so bad that I couldn't remove it with anything except ammonia. And I normally would never use ammonia to clean anything in our home, but after doing research, I found out that ammonia works great for that purpose, and it's okay for your stainless steel. So you just dampen a cloth with some ammonia and then rinse it with a cloth dampened with water, and that will remove the buildup. And then from then on, you can use eCloths and you don't have to worry about that buildup. So these are probably my #1 cleaning tools for in the kitchen. So next, I have a couple of natural homemade products, which you might be familiar with because I've talked about them on my channel, and I'll have the recipes for these in the description box. And the first one is this sort of all-purpose disinfecting spray. I use vodka in this, or you can use rubbing alcohol and a couple other natural ingredients that are easy to find that I usually have on hand in our home, plus some essential oil so I can scent it any way that I like. And this is also safe for most surfaces. So if I want to use it on the countertops or in the bathroom or most any other surface other than wood, this is a really great cleaner for that. I also have a DIY sort of soft scrub cleanser that I like to use for cleaning the sink once in a while. So day to day, I usually just use regular dish soap to clean our sink, but this is great if it needs a little bit more of a scrub, and it is all natural with ingredients that you have on hand. So I'll have that recipe for you too. Now for dish soap, I really love Mrs. Meyer's, and I like to decant them into these glass containers that I have on my countertop. These come from Grove Collaborative. Mrs. Meyer's is great, but Grove Collaborative also makes really good dish soap and hand soap, and I have a couple of them here to show you. And what I like about these is that they come in these packets that I think there's at least 2 or 3 refills in one of these, so it really eliminates a lot of plastic waste. And they work great, and they come in different scents that smell great too. As a matter of fact, these are some of the fall scents that they have right now. This one is apple spice, and it smells really good. So I like those ones, the holiday scents and things like that from either Mrs. Meyer's or Grove Collaborative. So that's generally what I use for dishes. And for the dishwasher, I love these from the Grove Collaborative. I used to use the Mrs. Meyer's, but I find that these work just as well, and they're a better value. And I have them decanted in here so I can show you what they look like. They're just the little packs that you can put one of these in your dishwasher, and they really make my dishes come out beautifully clean. And along with that, I like to use a rinse aid, and I use the one from 7th Generation. And so all of these items, with the exception of the things that I make myself, I do buy from Grove Collaborative. They're a really great company. They are going to be going all plastic free within, I think, another 3 years or so, 4 years maybe. So they're a great company that's very concerned about the environment. I like that. And the products that I can buy at other places, like Mrs. Meyer's for instance, I find less expensive when I buy them from the Grove Collaborative, and they're delivered to my door, which makes it even better. I've got a special offer for you in the description box, so make sure you check that out. I also love using the gloves that come from the Grove Collaborative for washing dishes, and you can use them for cleaning other areas of your home. These gloves are really high quality, and they have lasted such a long time for me. Plus, they're very comfortable and fit quite well. So I think they come in 2 sizes, a small, medium, and a medium large, so whatever fits you best. For washing and drying dishes, I also really love these products from eCloth. This is very similar to the general purpose cleaning cloth that I was showing you earlier. It's just made for washing dishes, and I use it on the countertops and everywhere else in the kitchen as well. What's great about it is that because it's white and it could get stained from food and things like that, you can bleach this one. They don't recommend that you use bleach on any of their other products, but every once in a while, if it gets stained, I can put this in a bucket with just a little bit of bleach, and it comes out white and bright again. So I really like that. And then for drying dishes, this is so absorbent. And just like the window polishing cloth, when you dry glasses with this, they come out beautifully streak free. So these are kind of my go-to for washing and drying dishes in the kitchen. For cleaning the bathroom, these are my favorite products that I go to time and time again. And of course, it's eCloth first and foremost. So these are wonderful for cleaning most surfaces in the bathroom. I love them for the countertops. We use them to wipe down our shower each day to eliminate any buildup that happens in there, and it really extends the time that I need to clean our shower on a regular basis, which I love. They are wonderful for cleaning the mirrors and the fixtures. I follow with the window polishing cloth to dry the fixtures and the mirrors for that great streak-free shine, just like with the stainless steel in the kitchen. And they work great on windows too. But I do like a few other products in the bathroom, and these are things that I use on a weekly basis as well. And I'll start with the toilet. So these 7th Generation disinfecting wipes are wonderful for cleaning the outside of the toilet. And I'm not normally a fan of disposable items. In fact, that's one of the things that I love so much about eCloth is that they can be washed and reused for years. And these, though, for the toilet, really can't be beat. They're very convenient, and then I don't have to worry about washing those things or any cross-contamination issues. I clean the toilet on the outside, I toss it, and then I use a fresh one for a different bathroom. And then for the inside of the toilet, I really like this Method Anti-Bac Toilet Cleaner. And so Method does tend to be a little bit more green than some of the other products that are on the market, so that's one reason why I like it. But it also works great, and this has a spearmint scent, which is really nice and refreshing for the bathroom. We have some hard water which can create stains in our toilets, and this does a good job of getting rid of those. So this has been a longtime favorite of mine. And then for cleaning our bathtub, I just find that sometimes there can be more of a buildup in the bathtub, so I like using a product in there just to make it really quick and easy to clean. I do like this I can't remember the name of it, I'll put it below, but this is from eCloth. It's a mesh cleaning pad that is really great for cleaning surfaces like bathtubs, but I usually do use this with a product, and I have a couple that I really like. This one is a homemade one. You can use the Disinfecting all-purpose cleaner that I showed you earlier, or this is simply a mixture of 50% dishwashing liquid and 50% white vinegar. And this was called the Miracle Shower Cleaner. It was all over Pinterest and Instagram a couple years ago because it does a really good job of breaking down buildup in your shower and your bathtub. So this is an easy product that you can make yourself. I have a Method dishwashing soap in here. The original recipe calls for the Dawn Blue, so whichever you prefer, I find this works great. And then if you prefer, there's a product from Grove Collaborative. And by the way, these glass bottles come from Grove Collaborative. They're great because they have a silicone sleeve, so when I set them down on a hard surface like this, I don't have to worry that I'm going to accidentally crack it. But I like storing my cleaning products in glass as opposed to plastic whenever possible. And these can be refilled with your own products or with products that you buy. Like this Grove Collaborative tub and tile cleaner I really like. This is a great product. It comes 2 in a pack, and they are just tubes like this that you can mix with water right in this bottle. So this is the perfect portion for this size bottle. You just empty this in here, fill it the rest of the way with water, and you're good to go. Grove Collaborative, I believe, is replacing these plastic ones with little glass vials that might be available by the time you see this video. So if you're interested in reducing plastics, Grove Collaborative is doing a lot to change that, and I'm happy that they're going to have this in glass vials. So that's another product that I have bought and really like, and I still have some on hand, so I'm going to continue to use it. So these are the basic products that I use in our bathroom. And I'm going to talk about floors and dusting and things like that in a little bit. But first we're gonna head into the laundry room and I'm going to show you what I use there. So these are my favorite products for doing laundry. And I'm going to start with the delicate items and work my way through. So I am a big fan of the laundress, and I have these in my Amazon store. So you can find them there, or you can order them directly from the laundress. They have 3 that I use regularly that I really love. There's the Delicate Wash I use all the time for my delicates. They have a wool and cashmere shampoo, which is great. And then their stain solution is good because it's super powerful, but it's safe for using on delicate items. I have some wool, cashmere, and silk in my wardrobe, and so using these has really saved me a ton of money because I don't have to take those items to the dry cleaners. I can use these products here on those things at home, and they come out beautiful. So these are my favorite for delicates. And then for regular wash, I'll start off with the stain remover product that I like the most, and this one's from 7th Generation. This is super powerful, and I believe it uses some enzymes, so it's great at removing stains from your clothes, but it doesn't work with harsh chemicals that can damage the fabrics. So this is my go-to for stain removal. Also for whitening, I really love these Molly Suds Oxygen Whitener. And so most of these products, with the exception of the laundress items, I get from the Grove Collaborative. I know other places carry it. I think you can find some of these on Amazon, and you can also get them at places like Target. So this is a great one because it's got pretty natural ingredients. I think maybe even all natural ingredients. It's not too harsh, again, for your fabrics. So they will help your clothes last longer and whiten and brighten them without using something harsh like bleach. And for regular washing, I really love using these products from the Grove Collaborative. This is one of their glass dispensers, and what I like about this is you can use one of their packets. This will fill it, and so there's minimal waste. And this meters out a dose, and these are all HE safe. I have an HE machine, and my machine is quite old, and I've been using these products for a long time, so I know they're very safe for those machines, and they're really effective on your laundry. So I have 2 generally. This one is a cold wash, And so you can wash any fabrics in cold water really well with that. And then this one is called Care and Renew. I like this one as well. They're both great, and I think there's a third one. I would recommend any of them because I've tried them all and they work well. And then this is my homemade laundry soap, and so I have a whole video on this. I've basically stopped recommending it, although I still use it here at home myself. And the reason why is I've had comments from people saying that they have bought new HE washing machines and they recommend not using any DIY products. In fact, somebody even told me that their warranty would be voided if they used it. Now, I'm not sure if that's true, but if it is, I definitely wouldn't want to recommend something that would cause your warranty to be voided. But if you're interested in a DIY laundry detergent or laundry soap, I've been using this one for years. My washing machine is well over 15 years old and I've never had any trouble with it. And as I said, it is an HE laundry machine, and so washing machine, and so this has never been a problem for me. It does get our clothes really clean. It's super economical. And then for drying, instead of fabric softener or fabric sheets, I like wool dryer balls. I have some in my Amazon store, and you can also buy them at Grove Collaborative. I know Target has them, tons of different places. There's nothing particularly special about the brand that I have. I've used several different brands and they generally all work great, but they allow the fabrics in your dryer to move around and circulate better so they dry faster, and they help eliminate static. While we're here in the laundry room, I'm gonna go ahead and show you, just because I store these in here, this is what I like to use for cleaning wood furniture, and this is the Method Wood for Good Daily Cleaner. So this is what I would use like on a weekly basis. And then this is the Method Wood for Good Polish. So for polishing furniture, maybe every month or so, or as often as you like. These are great products. They're natural. And what I also love about it is that they have a really nice almond scent. I do generally like to dust with my e-cloth dusters, and I'll show you those in a minute. I do a lot of dry dusting with those because I don't feel that I need the product. But we have some dark furniture that shows a lot of smudges and fingerprints, and so that's why I will often use this to clean those. While we're still here in the laundry room, I store these items in here, so I'll just go ahead and show you these. These are my favorite tools for dusting. And so we live in a dry climate. There's a lot of construction going on in our neighborhood, so we are very dusty here, and the climate can be windy as well. And we have a dog, so we have a lot of dust to contend with, and this extendable duster is my favorite. I love it. I can reach all of the high places in our home. We have very high ceilings. I can reach the crown molding, I can reach the ceiling fans, and it's also great for baseboards because I can use it without having to bend over. And just about any hard to reach place, this is my go-to tool. You can detach the head, and as I said, it's extendable, so you can use it at any length that you need to. And the head can be machine washed. I don't machine wash ours very often. I usually will vacuum it off between uses, and that's just to extend the life of it. I have another one that I washed very often, and the fibers are not quite as fluffy anymore, although I have to say it still works great. So they're machine washable, but I think if you want to extend the life, just try vacuuming it in between uses, and that should do the trick for the most part. And then once every month or every other month or so, you can throw these in the wash along with your other e-cloths. And instead of the extendable duster, if I want to do tabletops and things that are easily reachable, I really like this dusting glove. It helps me get into all of the nooks and crannies really easily, and it's just super fast and efficient. It's machine washable as well. So just remember, when you wash your e-cloth products, make sure that you are washing them separately from your other laundry. E-cloths have microfibers, that's what they're made of, that will attract things, and that's why they capture 99% of dirt and bacteria, but they'll also attract lint from your other laundry. And over time, that will cause them to be ineffective. So to avoid that, make sure that you wash them with each other, but away from the rest of your laundry. And if you feel like you only have a few e-cloth items and you don't want to do an entire wash load just for those things, you can check on their website. They have some instructions on how to hand wash them using boiling water. So you can find that using my link. And then for the floors, I'm going to show you my vacuums in a few minutes, but for dry dusting the floors, for baseboards and things like that, I love this floor and wall duster. And so it can be used on walls to reach high places as well. The handle can be extended. And this too, I vacuum off most often, but you can remove this entirely and toss it into the washing machine along with your other e-cloths. For mopping, once again, it's e-cloth for me, and I love these pads. These can be washed, and I do wash them every time I use them because we have a dog. Our floors get really dirty, and so after I use them to mop the floors, I will machine wash it. But these are wonderful. We have tile and we have hardwood, and they work great on both, and all I need is water. They have a couple of different mops at e-cloth. My favorite one is this spray mop. And the reason why I like it is because we have a lot of hard surface floors, and so when I'm mopping, I'm usually doing a really large area. And so this has an onboard water attachment, so I can squirt the floors to moisten the microfiber pad whenever I want with this mop, and that's why I love it so much. But they also have a basic model where you just dampen this with water. You could use a little spray bottle if you want, and if you have smaller rooms, then that would be perfectly sufficient. So either one works great. So last, I'm going to talk about vacuums, and some of you might think I'm a little obsessed with vacuums. I do have 3 or 4. And the reason why is because, first of all, our home came equipped with a central vacuum system, and it works great. In fact, I really love it because my son Peyton does most of the vacuuming upstairs, and it's really easy for him to carry the hose from the garage upstairs. It's a very light piece of equipment, and then he can plug it into the different ports in the wall. And the central unit is housed in our garage, so it's very easy to empty out there. It's very powerful. It's by an Electrolux company called Bream, which makes their central vacuum units, and it's great. But before we moved here, my all-time favorite vacuum, and it really still is my Miele. And so before we moved here, this was my one and only vacuum, and I still love it. It's kind of the Porsche of vacuums. It's a little bit pricey. It's quite an investment, but it's something that will last a lifetime. I have it in my Amazon store just so you'll know the model number that I have, but I do think you can probably get a better deal for it somewhere else if you're in the market for it. It's wonderful. It has some onboard attachments. I've got a hard floor attachment and the carpet attachment. I think the carpet attachment might be separate. I actually bought ours as a floor model because it was just used in the store. It was very well taken care of, and they're super durable. So I have enjoyed this so much, and this is my #1 recommendation if you can just have one vacuum. The other 2 vacuums that we have are a Roomba vacuum or robot vacuum, and that was a gift to us from my in-laws when we moved here. We have very dark hardwood floors, and with a dog, all of the dog hair shows really horribly, and so they bought that for us as a housewarming gift, and it has been wonderful. Since Roomba has come out with this, many other brands have as well, so there's loads of them on the market. So I love the Roomba brand because that's the one that I have, but as I said, there are others to choose from, and they are so convenient, and they do work really, really well. They get underneath beds and sofas and things like that better than you can even with your regular vacuum. So I love it, and it's a huge help. And the 4th vacuum that I have is this one by Elechomes, and this is a stick vac. I was gifted this from Elechomes, and I had one before this that was also gifted to me. If I have to say, if it wasn't gifted to me, I'm not sure I would have tried it, but then after having it, I love it. You cannot beat these for the convenience. If you've ever had something like a dust buster, this will take the place of that because you can detach the stick, and there is, here I'll show you quickly. And there's an attachment to this that you can use to just quickly grab and clean up little spills, little messes, and plus it's convenient for reaching places that might be a little bit cumbersome with a regular vacuum. So I love this. It's just great for those times when you need something that is convenient. You could also use this in your car, or take it with you someplace if you needed to. So this is the best for convenience, and I really like this brand. I think they've done a great job. This one does have a HEPA filter. The filters can be taken out and washed, so it's very economical too. There's no bags or anything like that to deal with. They're easy to empty. I would definitely recommend this if you're in the market for a stick vac, and this one is in my Amazon store. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if I left out anything, you can feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I tried to cover everything I could think of for the main things that I use on a regular basis. And while I've used these and I love them, I am still open to new products. I like to try new things. And so if I come across something else that I want to recommend to you, I'll be sure to do that. So look out for that in future videos. But I will have as many things as I can from today's video linked below. Most of these things can be found either in my Amazon store, through my eCloth, and Grove Collaborative links. Those are my 3 sources for most everything that you see in today's video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I always love hearing from you in the comments, so I can't wait to see you there, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful week.